What's up, guys? It is Monday, February 3rd, 2025. We got some breaking news. Mexico agrees to send troops to border after Trump pressures them with the tariffs. So let's take a look at it. This is from Newsmax, so let's take a look at this clip.
Trump of the United States of America and tariffs. They're paused for 1 month after a phone call. This was confirmed on X by the Mexican president. We're following that breaking news again, that major development between Claudia Sheinbaum, the president of Mexico, and President Donald Trump of the United States of America and tariffs. They're paused for 1 month after a phone call. This was confirmed on X by the Mexican president that she has spoken with the president. It was a good phone call. She's agreed to send 10,000 Mexican troops to their northern border, our southern border, to combat the flow of fentanyl and those crossing illegally. In exchange for that, Trump offered a pause for 1 month as the two continue to, again, address the needs and wants of each.
Love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is what strong leadership brings you guys. You know what I mean? And he said, we'll look at it for a month. Basically, let's see how you're doing for a month. You know what I mean? We're not ending this. We're gonna see what's up. Let's see how your troops do. Let's see if they're not getting paid off or anything like that. Because again, there's a lot of corruption in that country when it comes to these cartels, man. I mean, they just have a stranglehold over Mexico. And I call this lady the Chihuahua, the Mexican president, because she barks loud and she doesn't have any bite. But I was wrong yesterday. I predicted that that Justin Trudeau would fold first. Maybe he did. I don't know. I just saw this one, but yeah, this is big news, man. I am so happy right now. This is huge.
Nation. So Trump went on Truth Social just recently and posted about it.
Talking about it, saying that the conversation went very well. Donald Trump saying that it was a very friendly conversation and that she agreed to immediately supply 10,000 Mexican soldiers to the border that separates Mexico and the United States. Now, these soldiers, Trump saying, will be specifically designed to stop the flow of fentanyl and illegal migrants into our country. And that they both agreed that it was important to immediately pause the anticipated tariffs for 1 more month, in which negotiations will be ongoing.
You know what I would do if I was Trump? I'd send some American high-level ranking border patrol / military people to oversee that, if he isn't doing that already. But let's read this real quick. I just spoke with the Chihuahua of Mexico, president of Mexico. It was a very friendly conversation wherein she agreed to immediately supply 10,000 Mexican soldiers on the border separating Mexico and the U.S. These soldiers will be specifically designated to stop the flow of fentanyl and illegal migrants into our country. Guys, listen, if you haven't seen what's it called? Sound of Freedom? Watch that movie, man. Seriously, watch that movie. And you guys probably know what it's about. It's crazy, man. And, you know, it ain't just the fentanyl, man. There's some evil stuff going on down there in that border. And it's crazy. And it looks like it's going to be stopped. Hopefully, praise God, hopefully. We further agreed to immediately pause the anticipated tariffs for a 1 month period during which we will have negotiations headed by Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Secretary of Treasury. Let me talk about Marco Rubio real quick. He went down to Panama and talked to the president down there, and they was speaking that Spanish together. Boy, they was getting some stuff done, so they got some stuff done down there. I'm starting to wonder. I'm starting to know why they picked Marco Rubio for Secretary of State, Secretary of Treasury Scott Bessent, and Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick. We know Howard Lutnick, and high-level representatives of Mexico. I look forward to participating in those negotiations with President Sheinbaum, a.k.a. the Chihuahua, as we attempt to achieve a quote-unquote deal between our two countries. That's what I'm talking about, guys.
Those are heading to the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, the Secretary of Treasury, Scott Bessent, and the Secretary of Commerce, Howard Lutnick. Now, as well as high-level representatives from Mexico. Donald Trump saying that he continues to look forward to participating in these negotiations with the president of Mexico as they do attempt to come to some sort of a deal between the two countries.
So that is your signifier there, looking to achieve a deal. So he is open to finding a deal, though many, again, harsh criticism about these tariffs and what would ultimately happen. And now you're seeing some positive results. They are, again, halted with Mexico for 1 month and troops being sent, again, to stop the flow of fentanyl and to stop the illegal crossings. Next up, Canada, 3 p.m. phone call. We'll be covering that and more. Stay with us. National Report returns after this.
There you have it, guys. Okay, so I wasn't totally wrong. I guess Canada's call is at 3 o'clock. So you know, Mexico's call was first, then to Canada. Because again, Justin Trudeau, the reason why I said Canada would fold first, because Justin Trudeau obviously flew down to Mar-a-Lago a couple of months ago, I believe, in December, and bent the knee to Trump when he said he was going to stop bringing money into giving money to Canada. And also, you know, Justine's been trying to call Trump, and he hasn't been taking his calls. So I thought for sure he'd bend the knee first. But hey, Mexico and the Chihuahua president did it, and now we are good. So I'm so happy about that, and I'll keep you guys updated until further notice to see what happens with this with these tariffs and closing the border. Thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. Peace.